Every day when I go to bed, I think to myself, tomorrow I think I'm going to have a less rigorous day of work and content creation to talk about the news because today was just too much. And that's what happened yesterday. And here I am now with a slate of things to talk about because the chaos never ends with Donald Trump and his co-president, Elon Musk. This just came across my desk, and we're going to talk about it because there is a theft that is taking place, a looting of the Treasury. And it's not just that the money is being stolen from municipalities like New York City, $80 million in this case. It's also that where's that money going to go? Where's it going to end up? There is zero transparency whatsoever. Elon Musk is neither qualified or capable or an expert in this particular field at all. I don't know that he's an expert in any field other than being a dipshit, but he is certainly not an expert in this particular field. Having been granted access to sensitive Treasury financial payment systems that aren't, he's not just stopping payments from going out as we're getting ready to learn here. He's also stealing money from bank accounts. In this case, it's the city, it's a municipality, but who knows who else he can just reach into the financial institution through the mechanisms he has access to and steal money from somebody else. And then they'll deny. In this case, it's on the record here. Here's the headline from The Independent. Highway robbery, quote unquote. New York City comptroller accuses Musk of stealing $80 million from city bank account. The Trump administration snatched back from the city's bank account $80 million appropriated by Congress to help house migrants. Look, you don't have to agree with what the purpose of the money was for. That's irrelevant here. I don't care if it was $80 million appropriated by Congress and signed by a president for pink pussy hats. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that we have a system. We have a constitution that outlines, that mandates, that requires certain things be done a certain way. And when Congress, duly elected by their particular constituencies, democracy in action, when they appropriate funds and they pass the bill and send it to the office of the President of the United States to sign, and then that is signed, it's a law. And it doesn't matter whether Donald fucking Trump or Elon goddamn Musk doesn't like the purpose for the money. It was appropriated legally by Congress and signed by a president. And they're stealing it. It is illegal. It is not, there's debate whether it's illegal. It's illegal. It is against the law. New York City comptroller Brad Lander has accused Elon Musk of highway robbery after $80 million approved by Congress vanished, quote unquote, from the city's bank account. The Trump administration clawed back, quote unquote. You know it's a problem when media and journalism is having to use all kinds of quotes to explain a story, right? They, quote unquote, clawed back the $80 million that the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, paid to New York City last week to help house migrants, federal officials confirmed. Quote, today, my New York City comptroller office discovered that $80 million in already authorized, allocated, and paid federal aid was wiped from the city's bank account, Lander said Wednesday in a post on Twitter. Quote, let's be crystal clear. This is highway robbery. Elon Musk has no legal authority. Illegally seized funds from New Yorkers, Landers added. He said the money was supposed to reimburse the city for costs it had already incurred and had invoiced to the federal government. The rescinded funds raised legality. This is where it starts getting a little wonky relative to the journalism and the words used, the choices of words used. The rescinded funds raise legality issues facing funding freezes and takebacks by Elon Musk and the Trump administration, often in the wake of legally executed congressional appropriations and documents laying out not pavements, definitely not pavements. It is certainly payments. and even funds for work already provided and costs incurred. Lander, who is running for New York City mayor, also hit out at current mayor Eric Adams for not fighting back. The federal Justice Department moved to drop a corruption case against Eric Adams Monday, soon after he was seen socializing with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago. That's what's happening here. This is cronyism. This is corruption. These are hallmarks of the 14 defining characteristics of fascism. I need to do another video where I really drill down on what those 14 characteristics are and how every single one of them is just being highlighted by Donald Trump, as though he's putting on a master class in how to conduct yourself as a fascist leader. It's what's happening. Elon Musk stealing $80 million from the city of New York, money that was already appropriated by a previous Congress. It's illegal. It's unconstitutional. It flies in the face. Look, we don't even know what level of dedication Elon Musk has to this job, what kind of requirements, what kind of strictures and structures are in place for him to do his job. We don't know if he's sworn oath to the Constitution. We have no idea because there's zero transparency. I'm going to get to that later in a video today, but it's remarkable that the shit's just being broken, money's being stolen, while my next story is Elon Musk is securing a $400 million contract with the State Department to provide those goofy fucking trash can cyber trucks as vehicles, armored cyber trucks for the State Department. $500 million while $80 million gets stolen from New York City. Make it make sense. Anyway, what do you think? I do invite you to this conversation. You can comment below. We can mix it up in the comments. You can also call the voicemail line 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I do want to hear from you on this. If you're a resident of New York City, look, budgets within cities are important because there's always choices that have to be made. And if the city has been spending money to house migrants that was with the promise of government payback and then appropriated money and then they got the money and then you wake up and your account is empty or $80 million is gone, that's a problem. Please consider supporting independent media. If I am your flavor of political journalist or commentator or analyzer of the headlines, I would appreciate it. For $1.99 a month, you could use just that. Help me produce this content. Click the join button below, become a channel member for $2 a month, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. You can follow me just about everywhere. I'm not active on Elon's Nazified Twitter, but everywhere else, I'm at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there, and I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Keep an eye on your bank account. Take care of one another.